Good morning. So in the previous classes, we have practiced the programs and as well as we have seen the concepts regarding classes, objects and methods, as well as we have seen the arrays and inheritance concepts. So let us start the interfaces. So there is another concept in Java, that is interfaces. So interface is nothing but it's one type of reference. It is one type of reference in Java. So it is just like a class. It is similar to the class. So the main purpose of interfaces is to perform some action or to implement some logic. So interface is nothing but a collection of, it's a collection of constants as well as abstract methods. So interface is nothing but a collection of abstract methods as well as constants. So let us check this. So interface declaration is similar to the class. So class declaration is class name. Same interface definition also same. We have the keyword interface. If you want to declare any interface, we have to use the keyword interface. Then we have to give the interface name. So here interface also starts with the either capital letter or small letter, but we will use the similar way as class. So this is the interface. So interface consists of interface members. Interface consists of interface members. So this is the declaration of interface. So here interface is a keyword. Student one is a interface name. I am defining the interface here. I am declaring the interface. So there are two parts in interfaces. So there are two parts in interfaces. So interface consists of two parts. So first one, interface declaration. Second one, interface implementation. Interface declaration and as well as interface implementation. So there are two things. In C language, we have the concept of functions. So if you want to use the functions, means we have three types. That means we have to first declare the function. That means we have to declare the prototype, and then we have to define the function, and then we have to call the function. So likewise, in order to use any function, we need to follow these things. We have to declare the function, or we have to define the function, and then we have to call the function. Then only function will be executed. So like that same way, interface also, if you want to use the interface, means we have two things to do. First one, we have to declare the interface. We have to declare the interface, and then we have to implement that interface. We have to implement that interface. So there are two parts. So if you are using the interface in your program, means we have to do these two things. We have to define the interface, we have to declare the interface, and then we have to implement the interface. So let us see one by one. So this is all about the interfaces. So let us uh, follow one example. So let us check the syntaxes and implementations in interfaces. So in general, So every program starts with the class. So class name, and then class definition. So all the methods and anything will be incorporated within that class. So similar to that class, interface definition also, interface usage also similar. So if you want to define any interface or declare any interface means interface space interface name. Suppose interface name is student. Suppose student one. Then braces. Here we can declare interface members and then close. So this is the, let us save this. Let us take this as I1 i1.java. So let us check this. So this is the simple declaration of interface. So this is the simple declaration of interface. So interface is a keyword. Interface is a keyword. Student one is the interface name, identifier. So this is the declaration of interface. This is in first part, declaration of interface. So next, interface members. So what exactly the interface consists of? So interface is nothing but it's a collection of constant values as well as abstract methods. So in the interface declaration, we have interface members here, interface members. So interface members means either it may be constant values, or it may be abstract methods. So interface consists of either constant values or abstract methods. Either constant values or abstract methods. So let us take the example. I am defining the interface student one, student one. So interface consists of constant values. Suppose constant values means int I. So here int I is equal to 10. So I is equal to 10 means it is a constant value. It is a literal. We can call these things are literals, integer literal. Or we are going to declare a pi value. Suppose pi value double pi. Pi value is equal to 3.14. Suppose if you declare any constant values, suppose float x equal to 4.56f. So these are the constant values. So the interface consists of constants. Interface consists of constants. So we cannot declare a variable here. That is int I. Int I. So this is not valid here. Int I is not valid in the interface. You have to give the constants. That means you have to assign some value to the variable. So we simply cannot give the int I. That cannot be accepted in the interfaces. So interface means it's just a constants. Interface declaration consists of constants. That means literals. Either pi value. Suppose if you calculate the circle radius, formula is 2 pi r square. So pi value is constant. In the entire program, the pi value cannot change. That is 3.14414. So like that, that values are known as constants. So the interface consists of the constants. The interface consists of the constants. So these are the constants. we cannot declare the variables. We cannot declare the instance variables in the interfaces. So this is the uh, constant values. So interface consists of either constant values or abstract methods. Interface consists of constant values or abstract methods. So abstract method means, suppose I am declaring the method void display. Void display. This is the method. So this is the method. So I am defining the method int area. This is the method. So this is the abstract method. So this is the abstract method. This is the abstract method. That means the function or the method does not have any definition. The function, the method doesn't have any definition here. So the definition will be there in somewhere else. So only abstract method will be there. That means we don't have any definition. We don't have any method definition. So this type of methods are called abstract methods. The class which consists the abstract methods are called abstract class. So these are the abstract methods. Then we can close the interface. We can close the interface. So this is the declaration of interface. So this is the declaration of interface. So the declaration of interface consists of declaring the constant values and then declaring the abstract methods. We don't have to define the method. So the method definition will be there in the somewhere else in the program. So this type of implementation is called interfaces. So this is the interface declaration. So this is the interface declaration. Okay, na? So do you have any doubts in this? So don't have any doubts, fine. So this is the first part, interface declaration. So then we have to implement that interface. We have to implement that interface. So now we have defined the interface. We have declared the interface. So this is the interface. Student number, student one is the interface. So the interface consists of some constant values, I, pi, x, and then the interface student one consists of some abstract methods, display area. So this is the basic concept in the declaration of interface. So abstract method ante entante the method has no definition. That means, so let us take another method. I am declaring the method double perimeter. Let us take, I have defined the method perimeter. So in this, what we can do, we can pass the radius value and then we can define that method. That means perimeter equal to, suppose take the value p is equal to 2 into I into r. This is the formula. So perimeter of circle 2 pi r. Then return p. Return p. So this is the method definition. So this is what the method definition. So in the interfaces we don't define this. Method definition is not there in the interface. The method definition is not there in the interface. That means the method definition is exists somewhere else in the program. So we don't give the method definition here. We don't give the method definition here. So we don't give the method definition here. Simply we can end with the semicolon. End with the semicolon. So this type of methods are called abstract methods. The method which has no definition. The method which has no definition. So that type of methods are known as abstract methods. So this is the abstract method. Display is the abstract method. So display doesn't consist of any implementation. area is the abstract method, and then perimeter is an abstract method. So we don't define this. If you don't have any definition, then that methods are known as abstract methods. So the interface consists of either constant values or abstract methods. We don't define the method in the interface. The method definition will not be there in the interface. So interface means just a declaration, just a declaration. So declaration of constants as well as declaration of abstract methods. The method which has no definition is called abstract method. So this is the first part, declaration of interface. So then we have to implement that interface. So we have to implement that interface. So to implement the interface, we need a class. So the interface cannot implement itself. Interface cannot implement itself. So the interface consists of only definitions. The only consists of just declarations. There is no implementation. So let us see this. So this is the interface. So this interface consists of only declarations. There is no implementation part. That means display. There is no implementation for display. Area. There is no implementation. Perimeter. There is no implementation. So to implement that, we need a class. The interface cannot implement itself. That means if you want to use the display method, means interface cannot directly use this method. Interface cannot implement itself. That means to implement the interfaces, we need a class. So interface can be implemented by class. So let us see. So I am defining the class. So class syntax is class. So class name, I have to give the class name. Class name as inter1. Class name as inter1. Then the keyword is the implements. So the interface name is student1. So this is the syntax. Then the class. So this is the syntax of class. In general, what is the class declaration? So class declaration is this one, class inter1. So this is the class declaration. So if you want to implement the interface, means we can use the keyword implements. We can use the keyword implements. So here keyword is implements. So for inheritance, we have the keyword extends. Inheritance, we have the keyword extends. So for interfaces, we have the keyword implements. So a class implements the interface. There is a need of a class to implement the interface. So student1 is the interface. So this interface has to be implemented by using the class. So without class, the interface cannot be implemented. So to implement the interface, we need a class. So this is the implementation, interface implementation. So interface implementation consists of definitions for the methods. So interface implementation consists of implementation for all the abstract methods. So here we have 3 abstract methods. So all the 3 abstract methods definition must be there in the implementation. So only two interfaces definition, 2 methods, 2 abstract methods definition is written in this, but one remaining perimeter method is not defined in the inter1 class. So that is not possible. That means we can get the errors. So we have to implement all the abstract methods. We have to implement all the abstract methods in the interface. We have to define all the abstract methods here. So we have three definitions for 3 methods. So let us define this. Void display. I am defining this system.out.println. So I am closing the method. So this is the method definition. This is the method definition. So we are defining the abstract method. So one more thing, all the constants and abstract methods must be in the public. By default, all these things will be public. X specifier, public. So this method also public void display. Then second abstract method is area. Int area. I'm defining the method return something, some value x, int x. Then I am closing the method. So this is the abstract method definition. Then I am third perimeter double r return r. So this is the abstract method definition. So to implement the interface, we need a class. Through the class, we can implement the abstract methods. So this is the class. Inter one is the class, student one is the interface. So this is the class implementation. That means interface implementation. Interface implementation. Then we have the main class and main method. Suppose the main class is I1. The main class is I1. Here we can declare the public static void main string args. Then we can create the objects. So we can create the objects. So that means the object is the class name is inter1 space obj I obj1 is equal to new inter1 braces close. So this is the creation of the object. So through this object we can access the methods. obj1 dot display. We can access the methods. obj1 dot area. So likewise we can access the all the methods or variables we have. Perimeter. We can close the method and we can close the class. So this is how interfaces will work. So this is how interfaces will work out. So this is the simple syntax for the declaration of an interface as well as implementation of the interface. So here point is to implement any interface. To implement any interface, we need a class. We need a class. In that class, we can define the abstract methods. In that class, we can define the abstract methods. So this is the syntax for interfaces. So this is the basic syntax for interfaces. So let us move to the PPT. So this is the concept of interfaces. So the main purpose of using the interfaces is to implement some predefined logic or predefined methods, or to implement the multiple inheritance. So multiple inheritance is not possible in the Java. So by using the interfaces, we can implement the concept of multiple inheritance. So let us see the some. So an interface also introduces a new reference type. So interface is nothing but some new reference type. Like a class, it is some reference type. So an interface represents encapsulation of, it's a collection of constants, classes, interfaces, and one or more abstract methods that are implemented by the class. So mainly the interface consists of constants. 99% the interface consists of constants and abstract methods. The interface consists of constants and abstract methods. The interface may have classes as well as interfaces, nested interfaces. Then an interface does not contain instance variables. So the interface does not contain instance variable. That means we cannot declare simply int x. We have to give the value. We have to assign the value. So int x is not valid in the interface. Int x equal to 10 is valid. Then an interface cannot implement itself. An interface cannot implement itself. It has to be implemented by class. We need a class to implement the interface. So the methods in the interface have no body. That is abstract methods. The methods in the interface have no body. The methods without body is called abstract methods. That means method definition is not there. So only headers are declared with the parameter list that is followed by a semicolon. So only the method consists of a header, method header. That means parameter list, only parameter list, method name, and some private public access specifiers will be there in the abstract method. So the class that implements the interface has to have full definitions of all the abstract methods. That means the class that implements the interface has full definitions of all the abstract methods. So if you have 3 abstract methods, means you have to define all the 3 abstract method definitions in the class. So if you have 3 interfaces, we have to implement all the 3 interfaces. If you have 2, means you have to implement all the two abstract methods. So an interface can be implemented by any number of unrelated classes. So the interface can be implemented with any type of the class. Any type of the class, anything, any class can implement an interface. So different classes can have different definitions of same methods, but the parameter list must be identical to that in the interface. So different classes can have different definitions of same methods, but the parameter list must have identical. That means method overriding. So here method overriding is possible. Method overriding is possible in the interfaces. By using the interfaces, we can also implement the method overriding. That means the method has the same name and same parameter list in different classes. So class 1 has some method display, void display. Void display is the method. Its parameters are int a comma int b. So this is this method has the definition in the class 1. So class 2 has the same name, void display int a comma int b. Same method name, same parameter list. So that can be possible in interfaces. In interface, that means abstract methods. So this reflects to the dynamic polymorphic implementation of method. That is method overriding, runtime polymorphism, dynamic method dispatch. So we have discussed this in the previous chapter, inheritance. So this is the basic things regarding the inheritance interfaces. So this is the simple example to illustrate the concept of interfaces. So let us check this one. See, I have this beautiful piece of cloth. What will you like? So if you have the cloth, means we can stitch it to a frock or skirt or suit. So we have 3 options. So we have 3 available methods to implement. So suppose here class is, so here class is cloth. Suppose take this as a class or interface, anything. Suppose cloth is a interface. So if you define the interface cloth, we have 3 options, 3 methods, like make frock, make skirt, make suit. We have 3 methods, 3 abstract methods. So there is a possibility of choice. There is a possibility of choice to implement the which method you like. So what about all these 3? What about all these 3? So if you have all these 3 in the one place, then it is very easy. So if all these methods are encapsulated as one entity, then it can be very simple. So that entity is interface. So we have three possibilities here. We have a cloth. So by using that cloth, we can either stitch a frock or stitch a skit or stitch a suit. So we have three methods to implement, three functionalities. So what about all these three? So all these three at one place, that can be possible by interfaces. That can be possible by interfaces. So all these things at a time we cannot implement. So if you have the declarations, if you have the method declarations, that can be very easy. We have three declaration: frock, skirt, suit. So we have three methods. The interface consists of three methods. So this is I, this is I. So this I consists of three methods, abstract methods. So whichever the method you like, you can use the method. You can use the method. So different users can use different methods. So user one likes the frog, user two likes the skit, user three likes the suit. So which user requirement is based upon the requirement of the user, they can opt the options. So this is the background behind the interfaces. What about all these three? So that is the basic question to introduce the concept interfaces. Next one. So Java SE8. So Java Standard Edition 8. So we have Java versions. We have so many versions. We have now we are using the Java version 16. I think 16 or 15. So after Java, in previous days we have the Java versions 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.7, 1.8. So after 1.8, Java versions are displayed as like this: Java SE8, Java SE9, so Java SE9, SE10, SE11, like that. So Java SE8 is the standard version, standard Java edition. So many features are included in the Java SE8. So this is the most standard edition in Java. So that means most of the features are included in this version, Java SE8. So that's why we can get this Java SE8 all the time. So according to modifications in Java SE8, an interface can now have default methods and static methods. So previously, interface means only abstract methods. Interface declaration consists of only abstract methods. But after the Java version SE8, the interface may consist of either default methods or static methods also. So the interface can have default methods as well as static methods. So what do you mean by default methods? What do you mean by static methods? So if you declared a method as default, that is default method. If you use the keyword static, so here default and static are the keywords. Default and static are the keywords. That means let us take one example. So I am defining the interface inter one. I'm defining the interface here. So in general, what we can do, it may have any constant value in text equal 10, or it may have the some public abstract method void area. So we can have the some abstract method. So this abstract method doesn't have any definition. So this is the basic declaration of interface. So after the Java 8, there may be some restrictions. That means the interface can have, suppose I am defining the interface inter2. So I am defining the interface inter2. So this consists of some constant values and some default methods as well as static methods. Default and static are the keywords. That means default, the method is void display. Void display. So this method can have definition. this method can have definition, that is system dot out dot println. So this method can have definitions. This method can have definition in the interface. So whenever we use the keyword default, if you use the default keyword before the method, then the method can have the definition, either default or it may be static, either default or static. So if you use the methods as default and static, then we can have the definition here. We can have the definition here. So we can have the definition here. So this is the difference between previous versions of interface and then after Java SE8 version. So latest versions can support this one. Interface may consist of abstract methods as well as default methods and static methods. So default and static are the keywords. If you use the default and static before the method name, then it can be, it may have the method definition also. It may have the method definition also. So this is the slight difference between the latest versions of interfaces. So overriding is possible. Any number of interfaces can be implemented by class. So here's check this one. So any number of interfaces can be implemented by class. That means, so I have defined the interface 1, interface 2 here. So in order to implement these interfaces, we need a class. Suppose I am defining the class as class intermediate. So here class name is intermediate. So I have to implement the interfaces. So I am using the keyword implements the interfaces, inter1, comma, inter2. Inter1, comma, inter2. That means a class can implement any number of interfaces. Any number of interfaces. That means multiple inheritance. So this is the concept of multiple inheritance. So we don't, so in general interfaces, suppose I have declared the class SSC. SSC extends SSC extends 10th. So we don't have the 10th comma 12th. We don't have the 10th comma 12th in the inheritance concept. But in the interfaces, we can have the inter1 comma inter2. We can have the inter1 comma inter2. That means the class can implement n number of interfaces. A class can implement the more than one interface also. So this is the syntax. Class intermediate is the class name, implements the interface 1 as well as interface 2, inter1 and inter2. So this is the concept of the interfaces. So this leads to the multiple inheritance. So this leads to the multiple inheritance. So this is the basic definitions, basic concepts in the interface. So let us stop now and we can continue in the third hour. I think third hour or fourth hour we have the class. Then we can see some sample programs in the interfaces. So do you have any doubts in the interfaces? So do you have any doubts? So interface is nothing but a collection of constants and abstract methods. So latest versions of Java can support abstract methods as well as static methods and default methods also. So that is all about the today's session. So we'll continue in the fourth hour. Thank you.